Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Happy Saturday and welcome to Sebastian's room. He's over there hanging out with me and it's time to organize some things in here. This is not like me. I am usually very, very OCD, as you guys know, but for some reason, when it comes to Sebastian's clothes lately, you can't even open the drawer. Half of this stuff is summer stuff. Those are pajamas. Half of them probably don't even fit him. And then you remember this from one of the other videos? Yep, it's all just clothes shoved in there that technically need to be in his drawers. He's grown out of all of these pajamas. I need to get rid of them. I'm a hoarder as well as OCD. And then his closet. You guys, do you want to get real for a second? Oh my gosh. What's going on? So, needless to say, I'm going to be spending this Saturday afternoon organizing. Mom, if you're watching this, sorry, we were supposed to do this together, but it's Saturday. I have nothing else going on for the rest of the day, and this needs to get done. So I'm gonna do it. We'll see how far I get. I don't know that I have the energy to go through and fold 1,000 pairs of clothes and shirts and sweatshirts and all of that, but I should, because I'm not doing anything anyway. Sebastian's gonna be hanging out with me, but he's waving hi right now. Can you say hi? He's a little grumpy today. Yes, he's grumpy every day, but he's very grumpy today. I think his eye is really hurting him, and I tried to give him a toy that I thought he would like to play with, but he doesn't want it. He's been really trying to reach for his feeding tube lately, and I don't want him to pull it out. So if you're a medical parent, you'll understand this. I gave him, sometimes I like to give him an extra feeding bag, like an empty feeding bag to hold on to because the tubing feels the same. And kids want what they aren't supposed to have. I mean, even if you're a typical parent and you give your kid a toy versus your car keys, they want your car keys. They want what they're not supposed to have. So right now, Sebastian is enjoying holding on to this empty feeding bag, even though we have plenty of other options. I am also kind of wondering if he's teething. Freya lost a tooth recently, and also one of our other CDLS friends that are pretty close in age to Sebastian. They've already lost their first tooth. Sebastian has not, but he's been touching his mouth a lot. And when we went to the dentist before school started, we saw his x-rays, and his adult teeth are right there, ready to come in, and he wants to chew. So I'm wondering if this little boy is going to start losing his teeth soon. I don't know, but this is what makes him content. As you can see, we were in the car, and when he's crabby, he starts, picking at that chin scab. It's been looking so good and healing so nice, and he started picking at it again. But I have a feeling that his eye is causing a lot of discomfort on this side, which is why he's reaching for that side of his chin and picking at it. You saying hi? Say good morning. We already had a really busy morning. I had a photo shoot in downtown Chicago for one of my clients is pregnant. She's 37 weeks pregnant. She's going to have a C-section any day now. And she's brave. She's a brave girl. She wanted to take her maternity pictures on the beach in downtown Chicago on a Saturday in this weather. But I always show up for my clients. So I loved it. It's going to be a great shoot. I'm going to edit the pictures a little bit later on tonight. And it wasn't that bad, actually. Driving into the city was not that bad. And the shoot was beautiful and it was great. And Sebastian went and hung out with his great grandma. He got some time with her. I know he liked that. Yes! Toy! A real toy! Yes! Reach for that one. Let me show you. Can you take this in your hand? You see this purple thing? Probably would put it up top. Can you push that in there? You trying to bring it to you so you can see it? I know your chin, you have to leave it. Let me show you. It's going to make a loud noise. Ready? Can you reach, and push? Yeah! Good job! Here. You want to do it again? You want to do it again? Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. Yep. Oh, you just want to chew. See, we're chewing. We're chewing. I know. We have some teeth issues. You have big boy teeth coming? Maybe. Maybe. Also, for anyone that's new here, it always comes up. It always comes up in the conversations. Why is our house so plain? Why is it gray and black and white? Why do we not have any pictures on the walls? Why are you so boring? Why doesn't your kid have any toys? Why is there no color in your lives? Valid observation. However, to be honest, as busy as I am, as a person who I would identify myself as not being a lazy person for the most part. Sometimes I can be. Sometimes I enjoy being lazy. Hello? It's a choice. But I do keep myself busy and get a lot done. I don't think that I have a passion for decorating. I kind of don't care. We've been in this house for 3 years now, I think. At least 3 years or 4 years. Maybe we just went on 4 years. I don't remember. And we still have the same box of decor and pictures in the basement. It has been sitting in the same place since we moved in. We just don't care. I know that sounds terrible. Our house is lived in. There's just not a lot of color. So if you're here for the first time, or if you've been here for many, many years and you're wondering where's the color? Where is the children's stuff in the children's room? I'm a little lazy. That's it. All right. I'm going to start getting into the clothes. Wish me luck. Just going to get right into it. Don't worry. I'm not going to make you watch me fold all of this. Actually, most of it's already folded, so maybe I just overreacted a little bit. I should just put these all right into a bin, because I'm pretty sure he's outgrown all of this. These are all way too little for me. Let me see what size these are. As much as he wears jammies, you would think that he would wear these more. These are size 2T, but they look very small. I don't think he is a 2T in these type of jammies anymore at all. These look very little. Also, 2-piece jammies, just as a tip for to-be moms, or just maybe information that you didn't realize about to-be moms. 2-piece jammies are not easy to have him in, because then he has access to his tube, and he can just get right up under his shirt and pull the tubie and play with the tubie. So anything that's 2-piece, that's why for the first 5 years of Sebastian's life, I had him in pajamas that are zip up for the whole entire time. Because it was more so about protecting his tube and not wanting to have his tube just out in the open for him to reach for. Yeah, look at how small these are. We can probably save some of these for Cindy's baby. Well, the baby's going to be really, really small, so they can't wear it this year, and then they'll probably be too big. Or the baby will be too big next year by the time they can fit into them, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to go through all of these, and then we'll start on the next drawer soon. I have so many classics for Cindy's baby next year. We got Blue's Clues and the Ballerina Nutcracker. This will fit her. This will fit her next year. So I'm going to save that. We got the Cookie Monster, Minions. And listen, every girl needs a race car shirt. So we're saving this bin for Cindy's baby. Okay, surprisingly, this only took me 1 hour and 20 minutes. I looked at when I started to film, and I just got done. And I'm done. It was easier than I thought. I just needed to make the time to do it. So let me show you. In the top drawer, we have all of Sebastian's jammies that still currently fit him. All of the zip-ups that he wears every day. And then we've got all of his long sleeves. Some of them are short sleeves too, like undershirts for school. But all of his long sleeve shirts for school. And then sweatshirts that have hoods on them, because I didn't know where else to fit them. And then in here, we've got all of his pants nicely folded. And then I have his blankies here. that we still swaddle him in, which honestly has always been like a topic of conversation on here too. Sebastian's 8, obviously, and we swaddle him at night because his brain is very fixated, especially when he's laying down, on trying to grab his feeding tube, and he has a feed overnight, so we have to keep his feeding tube in overnight. So we have always swaddled him because it kind of like helps his brain turn off. I've said this like many times on the channel before. It like helps his brain shut down, and like when he's swaddled, he's like, okay, we know that it's time for bed, and I put like another blanket in between his legs that kind of like covers up the tube so he can't reach his tubie. But sometimes I think to myself, like, is it time to stop swaddling him and just put him in bed? I wouldn't even know how to do that. But do you remember there was once upon a time that Sebastian slept every single night with a blue striped blanket? It was like his baby blanket, and I never thought that he would ever sleep without it, and now he does. So I think it's fine. I also think about too, like when Sebastian's at the hospital, they don't swaddle him. Like for his heart surgeries and stuff, when he goes to bed at night, he's not swaddled. He just lays in bed, and he gets woken up a lot, and I don't think that he sleeps as good. But he has slept before unswaddled. So I feel like that's my next goal for Sebastian, and for myself, honestly, because I'm such a routine person. But I feel like that's my next goal, is to just like let him sleep in bed however he wants. And when his feed is done in the middle of the night, I just have to come in and take his tubie out so he's safe and he doesn't pull it out. But I think, like, I was literally folding these blankets and putting them away, and I was like, I know it's probably time to not swaddle him anymore, but I just don't know how to start like a new routine. And also, I don't know, I'm like worried about him losing sleep. But also I think it's more about control for me, that once I get into a routine, it's really hard to break it. And this has been our routine for 8 years. But anyway, all of that to say, his blankies are here for now because we still swaddle him. And then under here, I've got like sweatshirts and then like paired outfits, like matching outfits. So we've got this outfit, this is a set, this is a set. There's more sets back there, and then just extra little crew necks. And then these are all of his socks and his tummy covers that he wears every night, every day, really. We've got his piggy bank. He's loaded, nobody but a break in. And his little medicine. This one helps with the bumps that he sometimes gets on his face. And then this is for his eye. We put that on his eye every single night. Sound machine, his little astronaut that gives off crazy colors on the ceiling. I turned his crib around because I realized it's been backwards. This part was on the other side. So I flipped his crib and flipped his mattress. So he's looking good. I just got his pillowcase out of the dryer and his sheets out of the dryer. This just has extra bedding in here. And then he also has his feeding pump charger there. And then the closet looks much better. These are extra toys that we're like kind of hanging on to. He has a couple of coloring books and his markers. We already have one steering wheel toy for him. And then this one also, like, it's just a toy I think that someone gave us. And we just haven't used with him. But, so we've got fleece jammies all in here. These are like pretty big for him, and honestly, we only wear them on days that we're like traveling early in the morning with him outside, where I want him to be really warm. He can't sleep in fleece jammies because he's really hot at night. But if we're like just going to Cindy's house or Gio's grandma's house and it's going to be cold, we put him in some fleece jammies just to keep him warm. And then this bin is like half pajamas that we're saving for Cindy's baby, and then half of Sebastian's summer clothes that we'll have to go through next year. But Cindy's baby is going to be so small, so like we don't need to do anything with any of these clothes anytime soon, so they're just gonna kind of hang out here. And then this is extra blankies. This is actually Gio's blanket when he was a baby. When he was a newborn. Extra diapers. This bassinet is for Cindy or for when her baby stays here with us. But there's a lot of things in there that I did not feel like going through. So that's the only thing I didn't get to today. But I did it. And Sebastian hung out with me. I'm about to vacuum, but He hung out with me the whole time, and he's actually in like such a much better mood. Say hi. Yeah, hi guys. Can you say hello? It's already getting dark out and it's like barely 3 o'clock. What the heck? I say hi. Say hello. You're so beautiful. Why your lips look like that? Why are you chewing on this one? You're so cute. I love you. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm still gonna vacuum his room. Oh, it's raining outside and Zeus is outside. 1 second. Zeus, I'm sorry. Zeus, come inside. What the heck? Not on the new carpet, sir. He always goes straight to his bed. You're such a good boy. Sorry, it was raining. Oh no, it's raining. You're so wet. Let me get a towel. Look, come on. Yes, let's dry you off. I know you're going to get the zoomies. I can tell. Contain it. Contain it. You have... Zeus, no! No, come. Zeus, we have new carpet. You cannot do zoomies with mud on your feet. No, we need to dry you. Come. Oh my gosh. No, come here. That just turned chaotic really, really fast. If Gio watches this video all the way through and sees that Zeus just did zoomies on the new carpet after it was raining and you guys never hear from me again, that's why, just so you know. If I never post on YouTube again, that's why. But anyway, I'm out of breath. That's all I have for you today. I literally have laundry waiting to put away. All of our pillows and blankets are currently on the floor because I'm waiting to put the fresh sheets on the bed. It's a lot, but anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for spending time with us. Hope you're good. Thanks for checking in. And I don't know what our plan is tomorrow or if I'll record or not, but this is a project that has been in the back of my mind, putting pressure on me, and I'm glad that it's done. And I'll let you say goodbye to Sebastian real quick, and then I'm sure if I don't film tomorrow, I'll definitely film Monday. So, thanks, guys. Sebastian, do you want to say bye-bye? You want to say bye? I'm sorry about your eyelid. I know, it looks rough. I'm sorry. No what? No, you don't want to say bye, or no, Mama, don't be sorry. I'm gonna give Sebastian a bath in a little bit. I'm gonna clean out his eyelashes and try to put a little bit of tea on his eyelid to kind of help him. Unfortunately, at this point, it just seems like the infection, again, it's just there and it's gonna be okay, and then it's gonna get flamed up and then it's gonna drain and go away. It's like kind of the same thing until we can figure it out. But you're hanging in there, huh? Yeah. You're hanging in there. That's a good kid. You did so good hanging out with Mama. I needed to fold all your clothes. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you. I love you so much. Tell everybody we'll see you soon. You say love yous. Yeah, bye-bye.